Hey guys, how's it going? I'm the Tmeister, and welcome back to 5 Builders, 1 City. In the last episode, guys, we created this beautiful, large international airport that serves the entire region, and it appears to be doing its job fairly well, although it's a little bit chaotic. You know, there's planes that are kind of warping into each other, and planes taking off on perpendicular runways. A little chaotic, but it seems to be doing its job just fine. We do have a little bit of a traffic backup here, but it's not too bad, and I'm sure that Biffa may address that in the future, maybe. We'll see. Or maybe City Planner plays? I don't know, but I'll let somebody else deal with this. So yeah, in this episode, guys, what I would like to do is... Let me raise the brightness a little bit. In this episode, there's a couple of issues that I would like to address. One of them is water availability and sewage treatment. So we're almost in the yellow here, and we're going to be having some problems if we don't take care of that issue just yet. So I want to get that covered. I briefly went over all of the other city stats, and everything else looks pretty good. There's no real big issues. To start off with, let's deal with our water issue. And I was looking a little bit on how to do this, and I think the best approach would be to use this little basin area as our water treatment facility. You know, it's still in my zone. You know, we're allowed to go in and out of each other's zones. There's no problem there, but it still is in my zone, and it's fairly central to the map, so we can redistribute the water however it needs to be distributed through the map. Not that it really matters, but it's just better that way, I find. Now for road connectivity, there's not a whole lot that I can do to connect it to Geneva. There's no real road connections that I can take advantage of. There is a road connection going into Herkimer though, over in this industrial area. So I'm just gonna take advantage of this road coming near the harbor area. So this is going to make its way over to the water treatment facility, and I guess on its way to there, this can serve as kind of like a nice scenic road following the coastline. You know, many beautiful sights along this road. And where should I place this? Actually, before I go any further, let's check the water flow just to see how... Oh, it looks like we might have a spawner here. Hold on. Oh, water. There. Yeah, so we do have a big water spawner here, which is good. Because if I check the water flow again, if I place my water intakes on this side, and then my water outtakes maybe over here where the water is flowing away, I can kind of use this water spawner here to my advantage to prevent any polluted water to make its way back into the system. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I think I know how I'm gonna do this. All right, so here, let me fix this road first of all. I want to give myself a little bit more room to work, because what I think I'm going to do is on this side of this little inlet here, this is going to be the water intake into the system. So anything that deals with water intake will be over here, and anything that deals with exhaust will be over on this side. And I think the water spawner is strong enough to prevent any polluted water to make its way back into the system. So let's take a look at what we've got here. So we have our eco water treatment plants. Oh, it even looks like we have some workshop content. Now this is something that I've not necessarily avoided. I haven't gone onto the workshop and added anything to our workshop list. However, I might as well plop these down because they look really great. And oh great, looks like we have a large water pumping station. Now this is something that I've used extensively in all of my series. This thing works great, and it's an absolute monster. Just look at the pumping capacity. Almost 400,000 cubic meters per week. Whereas if we take a look at our water treatment plant. So this produces, or okay, so it purifies 85%. No, I didn't know that. But yeah, this has a 160,000 cubic meters per week. So this equals like 4 of these. So let's go ahead and place one here. And I don't really like to place them too close to each other because it just creates so much current. It's absolutely insane. So let's place the other one over here. Just give them enough space between each other. Yeah. And then for our water exhaust, here, let's take a look at our flow just to make sure here. Now let's place these maybe far enough. How about like way over here? Now let's place 3 of these to start off with. So if I place 3 of those, oh, it looks like we actually have to connect them and get them running before I'm able to see how much that's going to help us. All right, so let's have these pipes following the road. Let's go ahead and hook this up to the remainder of the system. And there we go. Now this connects directly to Herkimer, which is all right. You know, it's pretty central. I feel like I could probably provide a direct connection to Geneva as well. I'm gonna focus on that a little later though. So let's hook this guy up and this guy. Oh, it looks like we don't even need to provide power before we can see just how much water this provides us. So ideally, I would like for our water availability and sewage treatment to be maxed out before I'm done with this project, but I don't want to stop this with just the pumps alone. Here, let me terraform this just so we don't have like some dirt. Just make like a little inlet like this. That should be all right. Just a little bit deeper. Okay, now let's continue this road. And we'll have our water treatment plant over here. Oh yeah, of course we're gonna have to provide all of these places with power. All right, let's go into our water menu. Let's take a look at what we have here. So of course we have Eco Advanced Inland and regular inland water treatment plants, but let's go ahead and plop like a combination of everything, just so this looks cool. You know, it has to function good, but if we can get it to look cool, that's even better. So let's place down one of these and one of those. Oh, no, that doesn't look too good. All right, then we'll go ahead with the non-eco version of the advanced water treatment plant. And then again with the smaller version of that too. So it looks like we already have everything. Actually, freshwater outlets, this is pretty important too, because this expels any excess water that's in the system. So let's go ahead and place a couple of those down. Probably not really necessary because, I mean, you can like you can have some storage tanks too to store any excess water, so it all works out. All right, we'll connect this here. Let me fix the water pipes. We want to keep this under the road. And just like that, everything's connected. Now, might as well place some water treatment clarifiers as well. We'll place these up here. You know, might as well place these, right? We have them at our disposal. Why not? And some water clarifiers as well. Okay, well, that's the first portion of this. Now this is all that has to do with water treatment, and then on this side will be water intake. So I'm gonna have like some water tanks and stuff on the other side. Well, I gotta say, guys, this is a pretty intricate system that we have here. I actually really like this. Might as well delete this segment. It's not really going anywhere. Cool. Now, let's go on over to this side and let's place down some water reservoirs. Maybe 3 of them. And also, let's not forget a pumping service. So this is for any flooding that may occur in the future. We can have some vehicles that will be dispatched to deal with that. Let's place this down here. Oh, okay, and that actually connects up to the system. I didn't know. Just like that. And there we have it. Everything is good to go except power. We need to provide power to this whole system. So let's just run a power line along here. And then we'll connect this up to our treatment facility. And then where would this connect? I suppose I can directly connect this to Sardis. Just like that. And then I'll delete this segment. And there we have it, guys. Boom. Everything is connected. And check that out. Our water availability and sewage treatment is fully maxed out. And it doesn't look like there's any polluted water that's ever going to make its way into the system. Just because of this water spawner here. So this is perfect. That is awesome. Besides a little bit of flooding, that's not a real big issue right now. And I'm actually surprised this doesn't create a huge outflow. Unlike the intakes, which just sucks everything up. But yeah, there you have it. So that is our water processing facility. I had the intention of getting this water treatment facility done and maybe starting to work on the Sheffield City Park. However, this episode is already about 15 minutes long and it would make for another really long episode. I thought the airport episode was quite long as well. but I prefer to make smaller episodes. So I'm gonna leave everything as it is now, and I'm gonna jump into the park episode as an entire separate episode. So guys, once again, I really thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And not only subscribe to my channel, but also check out everybody else's channel that's working on this project, and be sure to subscribe to them as well. So that is it for me today, guys, and until the next episode, please take care.